I'm about to get ready to do a very deep breakdown on Amelia Earhart and what really happened to Amelia Earhart. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delve deeper into this on like a spiritual level and what all of this was truly conveying, because this is a very serious, serious situation, y'all. And I'm gonna tap deep into it because first off, what I want to talk about is, if you're familiar with her, you know that she was the first woman to fly alone across the Atlantic Ocean. And remember when she was which she actually left from Miami and she flew on out, and then she ended up dying and disappearing, over the Pacific Ocean. And I'm gonna delve deep into all of this, y'all. And it blew my mind as I was really paying attention to this. So I'm about to chime real deep into this. Yes, too. She died at 39. And I'm gonna delve deep into this. But what's so deep about it is like how she flew over the Pacific Ocean, and that's when she went missing. But what I noticed too is how she went missing for 18 months, y'all. And she was 39 years old. And what tripped me out on that is how she died July 2nd. She died July 2nd, which is the time of the Cancer. You feel where I'm going? And I'm gonna take this deep. The Cancer zodiac, the crab. And what's so deep about that, they said that how they found her dead was, they said that she most likely was eaten and consumed by crabs that dragged her bones into the burrows. Notice how that whole aspect represents, because this right here is so deep when you pay attention to this, because when you understand the whole aspect of the Pacific Ocean, which is so deep about this, the Pacific Ocean is nothing but the ring of fire. You know what I mean? And what's so deep about that, if you already know about Godzilla, obviously you would know the Leviathan aspect with the ring of fire. And what's so crazy about that too, what I really paid attention to, what tripped me out, is just the horse latitudes, in the Pacific Ocean area. And you already know about this because what tripped me out is like, remember you had Little Nas X. You feel what I'm saying? Little Nas X with the Old Town Road. And remember, this is why he had to be used to do the Old Town Road with the, take my horse. And you notice he's in a red car. I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But what I want to really mention on this whole aspect is how Amelia Earhart, how she went to the Pacific Ocean, and that's when she went missing. And notice how they said that she was consumed by crabs. Because when you understand the whole aspect of the crab, which I was talking about, the crab sign is water. And when you understand the crab arms represent nothing but the whole aspect of like lifting you to heaven. This stuff is that deep. Hence why they said that she went into the ring of fire. Because when you understand it too, with the whole aspect of the Messiah. And it's so deep, y'all, because when you understand the whole aspect of the Messiah, you remember he goes into the bowels of the earth. I'm gonna get into that later because I'll be speaking on Kobe too. And Amelia name anyway don't mean nothing but like the daughter of the prince. Who is the prince? AKA the son, the Messiah. But I'm gonna delve deep into this because it literally tripped me out how she started out in Miami. Like I said, she came out of the Atlantic from Miami, which is the Tropic of Cancer. You know what I'm saying? It's that deep, y'all. See how they said that? How she was consumed by the crabs, which is the Cancer sign, which represents the arms of heaven. This is why she had to go into the ring of fire, because that represents going into like the bowels of the earth to ascend. Is this stuff is that deep? And the whole aspect of how she was the first woman. You feel what I'm saying? They said to fly out, across the Atlantic alone. And notice how anyway Satan uses the female in this sense. I'm not talking about Amelia, but I'm talking about like in the next sense, like how Satan is using the female in this time now to make everything more effeminate. Because what Amelia Earhart, what that represented was like the whole aspect of Israel going through like the Messiah, the bride of God, Jerusalem, going through the fire and coming out refined and renewed. But I'm gonna delve deep into this because the Tropic of Cancer